Greetings, fellow Whovians, and welcome to Timey Wimey Review. I love a good movie on a bank holiday weekend, and a movie that I feel is on quite often on a bank holiday weekend on TV is Doctor Who and the Daleks, starring Peter Cushing, Roy Castle, Roberta Tovey, and Jenny Linden. Just to put things into context, this movie was released back in 1965 at the height of Dalek mania. The UK was completely gripped by these iconic villains. You name it, toys, games, books, anything with a Dalek on it, it was going to make money. So it only made sense to do a big theatrical release in colour, in widescreen. The bigger, the better. So how does this movie stand up? Well, let's find out in this review, but please hit that subscribe button. Doctor Who and the Daleks was an adaptation of the story The Daleks, which was part of the second serial to be shown on TV in William Hartnell's era as the First Doctor, and was written by Terry Nation. So this is just the abridged version of this story for the big screen release. And also, this is not part of the Doctor Who TV canon at all. This is just a standalone movie, not really affiliated with the TV series. This movie also had some major changes towards the character. So, most notably, the Doctor, really. He's not, in this movie, a Time Lord from another planet. He's, in fact, Doctor Who, a grandfather with a scientific mind that has his own time and space machine. In this movie, he also has two granddaughters, with Susan, who's a young girl, and Barbara. And we also have the character of Ian. He's not a teacher like Barbara in the TV serial. Here, he is the love interest for Barbara. Just to quickly go over the plot, Ian is going to take Barbara on a date, but whilst Barbara is getting ready, Doctor Who and Susan decide to take Ian to their new invention, the TARDIS, a time and space machine. When they're all in the TARDIS, Ian accidentally sets off the controls and they disappear to another time and space and arrive on a mysterious planet. They are soon quickly captured by the Daleks, who are at war with another race of aliens inhabiting this planet, the Thals. Let's start off with Peter Cushing's performance as Doctor Who. I really liked his performance in this movie, actually. He's most notable for the Hammer horror movies and obviously Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars: A New Hope. So to see him in a more sort of kinder, gentler, energetic role as the loving grandfather with his own scientific mind was really good to see. And he did have some really good humorous moments as well. Like right at the beginning of the movie, Susan and Barbara are reading very high intellectual scientific books, whilst the Doctor is reading Eagle comic book. I also like that he kept getting Ian's name wrong at the beginning, and when he's sort of being polite and letting Ian go first through the door, he couldn't even remember his name. He just went, yes. I just like those little moments there. But overall, I don't think he had much to do, really, to be fair. I think the more pivotal sort of role went to Roy Castle as Ian. And again, Roy, I thought was brilliant. I really liked his performance in this movie. He was kind of like the comic relief, to be fair, sort of bumbling about, making accidents, and obviously creating this whole mess as he hits the controls and they all go whizzing off into time and space. But he had just a really good character arc in this story of being a bit of a sort of bumbling idiot and then sort of saving the day towards the end. And yeah, a very weird first date for him and Barbara. I wonder if they actually did go on that date after the end of this adventure. I kind of felt a little bit sorry for the character of Ian in this movie as well, because he could have been killed off so many times. So when he got captured by the Daleks and he was trying to make his escape, the Daleks shoot to make his legs paralyzed and numb, a bit like in the TV show. But the weird fact is, Originally, they were going to use flamethrowers as part of the extermination gun for the Daleks, but due to health and safety reasons, and quite rightly so, they switched that to fire extinguishers and CO2 gas. But imagine if they used flamethrowers, that's Ian's legs disintegrated straight away. And then, like, later on in the film, he has other sort of mishaps, really. He gets punched by a Thal, and quite a good punch, I thought, really. That was a really good sort of stunt sequence of him falling onto the floor. And again, I could imagine poor Ian cracking his head open on a rock as he falls to the floor. And that was only just to demonstrate for Doctor Who that the Thals can fight for something. And I can just imagine this poor pool of blood where Ian was. And again, right into towards the sort of climax or the third act of the movie, Ian decides to wash his face in the swamp, but the Thals are talking about that there's creatures and monsters in there, and Ian actually does see one and quickly gets out of it, but they could have warned the poor guy, surely. So if anything, yeah, he definitely deserved that second date now with Barbara. I also like Roberta Tovey as Susan. I thought she did a really good job as a child actor, to be fair. And yeah, she was just played it straight laced. Had quite a bit to do as well with introducing herself to the Thals when she had to go into the petrified forest for the Daleks. And yeah, she had quite a bit to do, and I thought she performed that really well. The person who I do really feel sorry for is Jenny Linden as Barbara. She had very little to do. Even the trailer just sort of described her as the scared granddaughter. Even Barbara in the TV show, just to compare, she had the idea of making mud to try and blind the Dalek as it was trying to escape from their prison cell. Here, Barbara just has it straight in front of her. It's sort of like, oh, I've got this paste. Can I do something with that? It would have been nice if she had a little bit more to do in this movie. Then there is the Daleks. They looked big, colourful. I would say more alien, really, in this movie. I'm glad that David Graham and Peter Hawkins were the one to provide the Dalek voices for this movie, and I felt they gave them a more alien quality in the delivery of their dialogues. And I like there was some funny moments as well with the Daleks, especially with the Dalek questioning why the door wouldn't close as the Doctor and the gang were trying to escape. Really good stuff here. There were definitely the hook for everyone to come and watch this movie, and I think it played off really well. This movie has a little bit of pacing issues, even though it is only 80 minutes. It just has a little bit of a dip in the middle before the final act with the Thals and the Daleks. The Thals, again, they didn't really have much to do either in this movie, but to be fair, they're only there for the fight scene at the end with the Daleks, and let's be honest, we're only here really to see the Daleks and Doctor Who. But the sets looked amazing. Those big sound stages at Shepperton Studios and the main Dalek base with the sort of moving TV monitors and wall monitors as well, and lava lamps. Lava lamps were only just invented in the 60s, so that must have been probably one of their first on-screen appearances. The score to this movie by Malcolm Lockyer and the electronic music by Barry Gray. Barry Gray's most notable for the Jerry Anderson sound effects, like in Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, but here the two really blend well for this movie. The score to this movie just takes you back to the 1960s. It just has that 60s vibe all over it. In all, I'm going to give Doctor Who and the Daleks a TARDIS rating of 6.5 out of 10. It does have some pacing issues. Is it as good as the story, The Daleks? Probably not. I would say the Dalek story was a little bit superior, but this is a good adaptation nonetheless. It's bold, it's colourful, it has some great humour. It's just so camp in that 60s sort of vibe, but very entertaining throughout. Loved Peter Cushing's performance as Doctor Who. Really enjoyed Roy Castle's performance as Ian. In fact, everyone did great in this movie with everything that they had. They really made it their own. And it is an entertaining watch, especially for a bank holiday weekend. And it's easy to find as well if you fancy watching it on Bank Holiday Monday with DVDs, Blu-ray, and it's even on BritBox at the moment. So if you haven't seen it before, and I think you're going to have some fun with this, please do check it out. I think kids and adults alike are going to enjoy this movie. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on Doctor Who and the Daleks. Did you enjoy this movie adaptation? And also your thoughts of Peter Cushing as the Doctor. Next time on Timey Wimey Review, I will be reviewing the 11th Doctor episode, The Vampires of Venice. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And as the good doctor once said, we could be anywhere in the universe and at any time. Rather exciting, isn't it?